Good morning, Morning Rush family. Good to see you all. As always, it's Tuesday. I kind of missed everyone on Monday, but it was time to get going. It was Memorial Day here in the U.S., and we were taking some time to celebrate and understand how we got to where we are in the U.S. and the people that sacrificed to make that happen. And I'm excited for a week ahead that's themed by Jim Rohn. I don't know if anybody knows Jim Rohn. Some people may know him real well. Some people may have heard him. Some people may have never heard of Jim Rohn before, but he's a guy who I've listened to a lot of his audios over time. And from way back when in the personal and professional development era, early, I think 1900s. I'm sure Peter Swain will add some more insight into timelines and different things along the way. But he's someone who back in the day, before Tony Robbins became Tony Robbins was working for Jim Rohn and his seminars and all the different wisdom. And Jim Rohn was one of Tony Robbins's mentors in many ways. And so he's got wisdom, lots and lots of wisdom. And so I chose a few of the topics. I actually asked ChatGPT if we were going to bring Jim Rohn to the Morning Rush, what 5 topics might he want us to hear? What were the top 5 topics? And that was the theme for this week. However, we only have 4 days. So we're scratching it and putting it together and figuring it out. Monday was about investing in yourself, which is something that Jim Rohn says, invest more in yourself than you do in your job, invest more in yourself than you do in your business, because your business, your financial output will be a product of who you are, who you become, and what you're capable of doing. So invest in yourself and your personal development. I think coming to the Morning Rush is an investment, an example of that. And today's topic, which we're combining with yesterday's topic, is how would you 2x your value? One of the things that Jim Rohn says is become more valuable in the marketplace. And so the question for us all to consider and ponder is, how would you become more valuable in the marketplace? How would you become more valuable as a business leader, business owner, maybe more valuable to your family, maybe more valuable to your friends? Like, how would you become more valuable? What's a small thing you could do that would actually double the value that you provide? I sometimes hear Grant Cardone in my head, and he was a proponent of 10x everything, 10x everything. And I love that. What if it was just 2x? What if today was about 2xing your life, your business, your world? I was thinking about it for myself, and some of the things that I asked ChatGPT and they said about Jim Rohn and adding value. He said, work on yourself more than your job. Become a lifelong learner. That might be something. I'm going to put myself in some kind of learning program that's going to double my value. And then I'm going to bring that to the world. Cultivate a positive attitude. If we go from negative attitude to positive attitude, that's going to have an impact on how we show up, what we produce, and how we impact other people. Develop strong communication skills. A lot of us may be trying to create business and not be communicating it well, whether it's verbally in conversations, whether it's digitally. Could we create something that would add more value and create more connection to us? This morning, if you listen to the video I put in the WhatsApp, I created a mini course on how to create a mini course. And I said, there's a lot of people that are looking to figure out how do they bring themselves to the marketplace. So I said, that would be a good way to add more value, have people learn how to do a mini course. And so I put that together. And that's something I'll share with the Morning Rush community soon. Build a strong work ethic. If your work ethic is not that strong, what if you strengthened it 2x? What would that do? What would your output look like as a result? Add more value than you receive, set clear goals, and take action. I've provoked Mr. Peter Swain. I love it when that happens. Maybe it's not provoked, but had him raise his electronic hand. Peter, welcome. Good morning. How are you? How's Jim Rohn? What's going on?
Everything is amazing. Thank you. I'm back home. I'm with my wife and my kids, so the life world is good. Number one, I would say around adding value, I think we've spoke about this before, is one of my least favorite phrases is how can I add value to you or add value to a person? Like scrub the ego bit from your brain. Just how can I add value to it? Right? Because sometimes you do get to win. Like, it's okay for you to win. Like, that's okay as well. Sometimes it's about adding value to you. Sometimes it's about adding value to somebody else. Sometimes, and if you just go, okay, well, how would the world look better right now? Like, sometimes you get to win. That's okay. That's cool. And sometimes other people get to win, and that's okay. And if you get rid of this egotistical nature, because we're all so interconnected anyway, then a rising tide lifts all boats, including yours. And the second one, and this is speaking into a lot of what Jim spoke about, and it's not really very well quoted. I've done a lot of research on, because I was looking to partner with somebody that owns his IP. So I spent last 2 weeks, I've been speaking to people that own his IP, worked with him directly, taught with him. It's been amazing. And he spoke about something, again, we spoke about, is how programmable the brain is. So for example, my wife woke me up this morning and she's like, I've got to go to the gym, so you got to get out of here in 5 minutes. We have this little code word. When I say to her, oh, that's amazing, would you mind bringing me a coffee? She's like, no, not at all. I'm like, because this extra hour's sleep I'm getting is going to make all the difference. Right? She's just told me I'm getting 5 minutes. And my first words out of my mouth are, this hour is going to be the difference. This is going to make me feel refreshed and vitalized. And she now knows to just nod. Because what I'm doing is programming my brain, because I hear my own words, and the part of your brain that hears what you said is not connected to the part of your brain that said what you said. So it doesn't know if you're lying to yourself. So if you say, I can do this, this is simple, I have got this, I've got all the resources I need to earn $1 million in the next month, your brain believes you. Whereas if you say, I can't do this, this is hard, this sucks, how would I ever do this? Your brain believes you. So I literally lie to myself on a daily basis. Like, yeah, this extra hour is going to be the difference. And I wake up and I believe I've slept an extra hour. I haven't. I've slept 4.5 minutes. I just reprogram. Like Jim Rohn's #1 quote is, don't say if I could, I would. Say if I can, I will. Right? #1. If I can, I will. That's what I was going to leave you with.
If I can, I will. If I can, I will. I was listening to something on language from Joe Dispenza yesterday, and shifting that, if I could, I would, to I can, I will, can change a lot of things in how we approach and how our mind approaches all the things we're up to. So thank you, Mr. Peter Swain. We're at 8:11 a.m. I did see your hand go up and down as always. We're going to go into breakout rooms, but do you want to give a quick comment before we do and jump into an exercise here?
Yeah, I think one of the things that he said was that we spend a lot of time trying to improve your work conditions or whatever you're doing, but we forget to improve yourself. The energy that you put in improving yourself can produce millions. If you improve your work, you can make increments. That's what I wanted to share.
Thank you, AM. And I'm just putting a quick exercise in the chat. It's going to be simple, but today's topic is 2x. What's something you can do to 2x your value to the world? And if you want to take on what Peter Swain said and take the ego out of it, what's something that you can just do that's going to increase how you show up for you? Maybe that's what it is. Because this weekend, Ben Curtis led a conversation about the 360 executive and how we go through all the areas of our life. And I realized I want to put some more fun in my life. So I'm a little bit lighter, a little bit more free flowing, and that's going to make a difference with the value I get to bring to the people that I impact on a daily basis. So I thank both Lisa Schreck and Ben Curtis for that. So we're going into the breakout room. What's something that you could do today that would 2x the way you show up, the value you bring to the world, or wherever you want to bring it? With that, I'm opening the rooms. I'll see you all on the other side. What are you doing to 2x?